Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Kevin. This is my beautiful fiance Jillian and dog Goose. We're up here actually in North Carolina. Last July 4th, we came up here to celebrate the holiday with my parents. And at the very end of this road right here, there's a little cul-de-sac. And there was a couple acres for sale that had been for sale actually for almost a couple years on and off. We put in a really low offer for it, thinking we'd go back and forth a couple times, and they accepted our offer the very first time. So last July, we bought a couple acres at the end of this road, and then leading up to those couple acres, there was 8 more acres available, and we'll show you guys that here in a second. And the more we thought about it, you know, every time we drove up this road to get to our property, we'd probably regret not buying this land leading up to it. So I think the end of November, I think I closed on the additional 8 acres. So now we own the whole road. So thanks to my dad and Matt, this afternoon we actually put this gate up. Since now I own the whole road, there's no reason for anybody to go back there. So we put a gate up, and now we're gonna walk through and show you guys the rest of the property. So there's the Maverick on the other side of the gate, and now we actually own both sides of this road.
So down this way is where the gate is, and then back in October, this is the actual cul-de-sac that we bought. And Kevin's father helped us with the excavator to clear out this driveway. And at the end of that driveway is where we're planning on putting a shop eventually.
Again, there's the driveway right there, and this whole land right here is kind of on a ridge, so you get views in 3 directions. We're about a third of the way up the actual mountain itself. Where those orange flags are, that's kind of the corners where we're thinking about putting a shop. And this right here is Goose's favorite trail. This is actually an old logging road that goes through here. We started to clean back out again. There's in fact at least 7 or 8 different game trails that crisscross this property. And we've seen lots of turkey, lots of deer. There's a lot of bear that travel through here. And I see their droppings all the time on certain game trails. So I think some might be designated just for a bear trail itself. Up there's the corner stick of our property. Like I said, we're about a third of the way up the mountain itself. And this back section over here backs up to U.S. forestry, which is about 25,000 acres. So essentially, from our back door, we can walk and hunt and do all kinds of stuff on that 25,000 acres. And if you really wanted to go for a hike, you can actually hike to the Appalachian Trail. So as we walk down the property, there's a little creek that goes through here. And coming down from the mountain, there's a couple different little ridges. You go through little valleys and dips and stuff like that. So that creek is right over there, and it winds through those mountain laurels. Part of it goes underground, pops back up. Especially when we have a lot of rain or something like that, that water is just rushing through there. It's pretty cool. So that creek ultimately turns into our first pond right here. So this is what Jillian and I have been busy doing this past week with a lot of help from my parents. Got a nice little seat right there. We have our gun range. We got some metal targets, which you can actually shoot a couple hundred yards range. Now these ponds are, I can't really remember, I want to say almost 10 years old. They were stocked at one point. This one had trout in it, but we believe a beaver or something came and wiped all the fish out. So we got to do some maintenance and then ultimately restock them. And right there, this pond's gonna empty out into this pond down here. And this is the one we swim in. This one used to have lots of bass, bluegill, I think tilapia. And we've got a little dock and everything over there. This actually has ice on it. It was iced all the way over the last 4 or 5 days, but slowly it's warming up. So throughout this video, we were kind of busy while we got up here, but I'll enter in clips from Jillian and I mowing the grass. We actually cut down 60 little saplings. This whole bank right here, it's a couple hundred yards long. Jillian got me a chainsaw for Christmas, so we cut down all those trees on the bank, kind of cleared it out. A little bit of preventive maintenance, if you will. And we'll keep walking down here. Go out to the dock. So it's a beautiful day. I think it's like 55 degrees. We're out here mowing. We've mowed the bottom half of the property. My parents are over there cutting up a tree and burning it. There's one pond over there where my dad is. This is the second pond. And then up there is the third pond. And then there's a chair. Can't really tell, but there's a target, so a gun range all the way through here. Making it out to the dock right now. Here's the pond with some ice on it. Now, as a child, I kind of grew up playing on this land. It was like community land for where my parents lived. So we would bring guns up here, shoot. During the summer, we'd swim in here, blow up inner tubes, paddle boards, stuff like that, ride, dirt bikes and stuff like that on this land. And then for some reason it became available and I knew I just had to have it. So I went ahead and scooped up the land. So now Goose has somewhere to go swimming and fishing himself. He'll play over here for hours and not even get tired. Refuse to lay down. But there's just views everywhere, especially in the wintertime when all the leaves are off the trees. You can just come out here and look a different direction every day. Especially on the top of our property, where we're going to put the shop, you have a really clear view of other mountain ranges and stuff. So there's a little bit more, so we'll continue walking. So for Christmas, Jillian got me this fancy Milwaukee chainsaw. And today we have almost 300 yards of pine trees to cut down. My parents are on the other end. Goose is over here playing in the tall grass by the pond. Lumberjack Jillian. So I'm up here with my new Christmas gift, cutting all the trees down. My parents are down there, they're picking them up, cutting them in pieces, and then we have a fire over there. It's a beautiful day, it's like 55 degrees. The pond has ice on it.
Goose.
So we made a burn pile right here in the pond. So it's all very fun and exciting to us. And I remember about a year and a half ago, I took Jillian up here for the first time to visit my parents, and we actually walked on this land. It was, it had different owners then. It had just sold, and I was like, man, people don't usually sell land, but a couple times during your lifetime. And for whatever reason, after like 2 or 3 months, that family didn't want it anymore, so they put it up for sale, and I knew I had to jump on it. So I ended up buying the land. And now it's ours. So we have this beautiful piece of property, you know, 3 lakes or ponds, gun range. We have our own road now, so we didn't have to do that improvement or anything. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. So there you have it. Jillian and I just wanted to give you guys an update and show you what we've been up to. If you have any questions or anything, leave a comment below. The land is in North Carolina. It was beautiful weather. Let's see, it is December 23rd today. And today's high was about 46 degrees. With the full sun, it was probably close to like 55. It felt beautiful. Really easy to do work outside in. You don't get all humid and hot and everything like that. So again, thank you guys for watching.